Sticking to our goals, it's one of the biggest challenges we all face, right? But what if everything you've been told about willpower and motivation is, well, just wrong? Today, we're going to uncover a smarter and, frankly, a way easier method to actually get what you want. Have you ever started a new diet or a new workout routine with this massive burst of energy? And then, poof, a week later, you're right back where you started. We have all been there. And in that moment of frustration, you just have to ask, why is this so ridiculously hard?
And you know what? Almost every single time, the answer we land on is we blame ourselves. We tell ourselves things like, I just wasn't motivated enough, or I guess I don't have the discipline, or the classic, I'm just lazy. Yeah, it really feels like it's our fault, a personal failing.
But here's the thing. What if that entire story we tell ourselves is just wrong? We say, I'm lazy, but the real reason? It's that our system is flawed. The world around us, our environment, is literally set up to make us fail. So listen, the problem isn't you, it's your setup. Okay, so to fix that setup, we've got to start by tearing down the biggest myth out there about achieving our goals. Let's dive right into the motivation myth.
All right, here's the honest truth about motivation. It's an emotion. And just like any other feeling, yeah, it can be super powerful, but it's also incredibly unreliable. It gives you that amazing initial burst of energy, which is why it's a fantastic starter, but a terrible sustainer.
And this analogy just hits it perfectly. Think about it. You wouldn't try to power an entire city with just one battery, right? Of course not. But that is exactly what we're doing when we try to fuel our huge long-term goals with a feeling that comes and goes. That battery, it is absolutely guaranteed to run out. Okay, so if motivation is totally the wrong tool for the job, then what is the right one? Well, this brings us to a completely different and way more effective way to think about self-control. I want you to just take a second and really let this one sink in. It sounds like a total paradox, doesn't it? The secret to having amazing self-control is to not use it at all? Yes, exactly. It's about completely changing the rules of the game so you're not in a constant fight to begin with. And this is what we're talking about. We call it silent self-control. This isn't about gritting your teeth and white-knuckling it through every temptation. Nope, it's all about proactive design. It's like being an architect for your own life, where you design everything so that the path you want to take is also the easiest path available. Let's really break down the difference here. On one hand, you have brute force willpower. That's all about resisting temptation over and over again, and man, is that exhausting. But with silent self-control, you just remove the temptation entirely. Yeah, it takes a little bit of planning up front, but in the long run, it saves all that mental energy for the stuff that actually matters. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it? The single most powerful place to start is with the world right around you. It's time to take control of your environment. Get this, some studies suggest that up to 90% of our daily actions are shaped by cues in our environment. That means the snacks on your counter, the apps on your phone's home screen, even the way your room is laid out, all of these things are secretly steering your decisions, whether you realize it or not. So the trick, the real secret, is to make those cues work for you instead of against you. For example, want to eat healthier? Don't leave a plate of cookies on the counter. Put a big bowl of fresh apples there instead. Want to read more? Simple. Don't take your phone to bed with you. Put a book on your pillow. It's literally the first thing you'll see. See? It's all about making the good choice the most obvious and easiest choice. All right, once you've started reshaping your physical space, the next level up is to build systems that basically put your good habits on autopilot. And there's a really simple 4-step framework you can use. First, know exactly what your goal is. Step 2, figure out the friction. What's the one thing that makes it so hard to just get started? 3, redesign the whole process to get rid of that friction point. And finally, step 4, automate the cue. Set up a trigger that kicks off the whole behavior without you even having to think about it. Let's make this real with a super common goal, working out in the morning. The old willpower way is to just wake up and, hope you feel motivated enough to go. But the system design approach? Oh, that's different. You lay out your workout clothes the night before, your coffee maker's already set on a timer, your alarm clock is all the way across the room, so you have to get up. You've basically removed every possible excuse before your brain is even fully awake. When you boil it all down, this whole idea rests on a simple fundamental truth about how we humans work. We are hardwired to save energy. It's in our DNA. That means we will almost always take the path of least resistance. And for so long, we've been trying to fight against this basic instinct.
Silent self-control says stop fighting it. Start using it. The secret is to make the path to your goals the easiest road there is.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. What are the big takeaways here? First, stop relying on motivation. It's a trap. Second, remember that real self-control is all about designing your life, not forcing it. Your main job is to make good habits super easy and bad habits super hard. And finally, build systems that automate your success.
So I want to leave you with one final, very practical question. Don't try to change everything all at once. That never works. Instead, just ask yourself this. What is one single, tiny obstacle you can remove today that will make a good choice easier tomorrow? Because that is where the silent power of self-control really begins.